I am by a poet, born and raised in West Las Vegas.
I got the key now. Pull up the boat, pull up the boat. I got the drip now. I am the GOAT, I am the GOAT. I am the truth, I am the truth. I am the hope, I am the hope. I am the ram, I am the lion, the king of the coast. I got the key. I got a boat. I am the truth. I am the GOAT.
Ha. You in the gym right now.
What got me into music,
On another mission like I'm left out. Never catch sipping like Cisco. On another
most of it has to deal with my art background.
I break it down physical, give it to you lyrical. This is not biblical rap. This is a mummy, this rap, the pharaoh's back.
I consider myself to be a poet, so I like take on the form of all forms of music, all genres. I mean, you can't put me in no genre, you know? Of course, you know, I started with singing, having a church background, you know, in St. Paul Baptist Church.
The casket automatically jumps out of the black hole. You got your soul back. Now what you gonna do, folks? Grandma told you not to leave the house without your coat, but a fool never learned to. A fool get burnt pole. Colors, yeah, that's what they bang for. But green is the only real color they die for. Burn mode, sash mode,
Keeps turning around.
Of course, you know, I started with singing, having a church background, you know, in St. Paul Baptist Church. I was in a choir, me and my brothers, my cousins. And then I found the love and the passion for producing.
The world keeps turning, keeps turning around. Today's screen burns, place on down, place on down, place on down, place on down.
We did this shit, boy. We turned this shit from nothing into something gold, man. Loose Change Productions, Soundstone Studios, gonna make some music, make some amazing shit. We're gonna change this world. One town at a time, Town Vegas.
96. MTV Generator came out on Sony, and I had to have it. I made beats on there, I sampled, I produced music for my best friend Cody Hunter, O'Day. We had a group called Thug Poetry, and we was about 16, 2006, 1996. Juniors in high school. And, you know, that and playing basketball, you know, we knew we was gonna do something. And I did still draw, but more so like I was trying to get myself into the digital world, you know what I'm saying? So I remember going to the community college on our campus. Palo Verde was just built, and they built the college on the campus as well, right across the street. And I remember going over there and being able to hop on the computer, you know, download pictures and videos and take that back home. And I wanted a computer, man. I wanted a computer so bad. I had a job. I saved my money up, and I thought, because I didn't know what a computer was, so I went and bought just a shell of a computer, not knowing what a computer was, and that was like $600, man. I still don't even know what happened to that box that I bought, but it was an expensive box that I bought. But I was adamant. But allergies. Anybody know that MTV Generator was one of the first things I was able to sample, and then I had the mini disc, MPC or something like that. I forgot what them, where you can start converting, because we had the tapes and the CDs. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah. So dig this, cause we go back from the tape era, right? Like we the last era of taking tapes and recording radio stations and making mixtapes with the tapes. Pretty much, we recorded our first albums on tapes. I remember going to a lot of home studios and recording. Me and my boy T, my boy Tim, Wolfpack, me, him, Cody, Leotis, aka DJ Cheeseburger. We all went over producers that Tim had, and we recorded the Wolfpack, and that was the start of my rap career. You know what I'm saying? Other than freestyling in the back of cars and in parks and wherever else we went to, that was the first time I actually recorded on ice, on wax. And that was 2000, excuse me, I keep on saying 2000 for some reason. But yeah, that was around 2000 because we was fresh out of high school, class of 2000. I am the class of 2000. So when we graduated in 2000, you know, we was free. And we ain't graduate per se, but it's like we graduated to school of hard knocks per se, you feel me? And taking music seriously didn't really like hit my registration until my early 20s, you feel me? I remember us, you know, going real strong, but we needed to push, you know, and I got locked up. And what happened was, I was with my best friend, and his uncle used to have a trap on Monroe, and we'd be over there selling dope and chilling and, you know, bringing all the feast and the spoils that we used to take from the streets back to the trap. And God see fit to, you know, split us apart because we was unstoppable, man. We was unstoppable. And who knows where we was headed. But, you know, God removed me from the trap and put me in jail for that 2 years. My best friend, Cody Hunter, he died in the trap. He got murdered. They said he was reaching for his pistol and they killed him. And I remember days in that trap, man. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for, because the base heads to give you information about the other groups and stuff, you know what I'm saying, trying to infiltrate and come in on us. You know, we weren't fucking with nobody, man, but they was fucking with us because we was the youngsters, you know what I'm saying? 18, 19 years old with dope money and shit, you know what I'm saying? Cadillacs and shit running around that motherfucker, you know, with expensive cameras and shit, because we used to hit up the pawn shops, you know? But I remember seeing Stacy G. That's how I knew it was my time, man. I seen Stacey G at the pawn shop turning in his equipment, and he kind of like retired. So, you know, I got with Bad Side, was it? 420. They Was Hot, Eternal Click, Doomsday Production. Everybody was going to Doomsday. I was just, man, you know, I knew cats that had studios, so you know I was straight underground until I resurfaced when I got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? And from that experience, going to High Desert and coming back, I spent about 6 months in Vegas, and then I went to Alabama and reconnected with my moms, who I haven't seen in over about 20 years. Yeah, I ain't seen moms in about 20 years. Reconnected with her, and started my LLC and my publishing company, Loose Change Productions. Jesus Christ is my homeboy Productions. And from there, you know, I got a chance to see the South. And the South gave me a whole new look on how to move and how to, you know, present yourself in this game, and even the work attitude, you know what I'm saying? I went to Atlanta for 3 hours, tapped into College Park, Bubba Spark, and gave him my CD. And he called the producer that I was working with. Shouts out to Magic with Bond Productions out there in Birmingham, Alabama. He took me on, and they called him, and he sent them another CD, what he was supposed to. And you know, I mean, if you look on the internet, man, I was doing my Stick'em dance, which is, if you look at Soulja Boy, the Yule, Soulja Boy Tell 'Em, that looks exactly like my Stick'em dance, because I went out there and I met College Park. He was DJing at a party, Jeezy party, and you know, so you know, I hit the internet early. I was on MySpace getting it in, you know what I'm saying, dropping them bombs on them. But I told Birmingham up. 11 months I was out there. I was on the radio. I got my LLC. I got my business together. I had my own place. And then it was time for me to come back to Vegas because my father had passed. I remember the whole Bond Productions. We went on a tour to Texas. And during that tour, my pops passed away. I remember getting off stage in front of like 5,000 people, you know what I'm saying? Just got done doing one of my biggest shows ever on Juneteenth. And I got that call from Mama Dukes. And man, I broke down in tears, man. I broke down in tears right there. And that was a hard trip for me, you know what I'm saying? Because when I left, I didn't come back to Birmingham the same. You know, I got robbed. You know, niggas robbed me. Took the shirt off my back, man. I'm gonna make a commercial about it, boy. Niggas ain't seen slums until they go out there in the Bama woods, boy. That motherfucking gutter out there, boy. That swamp. You know what I'm saying? My grandma used to say the place that ain't got no stoplights. And she ain't never lied, man. Birmingham ain't got no stoplight. Them motherfuckers on a shoestring. You feel me? But yeah, that culture right there, going to you know, Birmingham downtown, like they strip clubs popping Saturday night, Saturday afternoons at 12 o'clock. Like they got a record pool. I ain't really seen no record pools in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? So when I went down south, I started seeing like record pools, like these people, like my people. I say these people because they're different. Like Southern hospitality to it at its finest. Like, that's one thing Birmingham or the South has over the West Coast and the East Coast, is that Southern hospitality. You know what I'm saying? They welcome me in, like, no lie. Like, I felt at home in Birmingham, and I go back and live in Birmingham to this day, and I will, if let the Lord be. You know what I'm saying? Let the Lord shine light on Birmingham and everything that's going on. But the music in Birmingham, I remember Birmingham J. Birmingham J was dope, man. Back it on up like a U-Haul truck. You know what I'm saying? I went out there and just loved the culture, man. And I brought that back to Vegas. I brought that work ethic back to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? In my young 20s, hungry, you know what I'm saying, ready to start all over again. And, 10 years, not only was I able to develop my music career, but I was able to really dive into the film and the production side of it as well. Learning how to edit my own videos, learning how to shoot my own videos, cinematography, videography, learning what all these aspects was to run a company full-heartedly, and just teaching myself, you know what I'm saying, being self-taught. I didn't really graduate school. I graduated the School of Hard Knocks, going to the penitentiary where all the folios at, you know what I'm saying? Either you going there and you gonna be a better man, or you gonna be a worse man. And I left there a man, went in there a boy, you know what I'm saying? Got saved, angels blessed me. And I keep them with me to this day, you know what I'm saying? They watch over me. But saying that to say, Pops, my best friend, the cats that I have lost on this musical journey, I do this for them, man. You know what I'm saying? To keep this art alive, to tell these stories. You know what I'm saying? And I love what I do, and I'm gonna keep on doing it. And in my early 20s, I really didn't know what I was gonna do with myself. But in my 30s, I started to become the entrepreneur and the man that I knew I could be. And I started developing my rhythm. And I don't know, like me being the oldest out of 5 kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always had this certain charisma about myself, where I felt like, gathering people and having a group of people that was on one movement was always necessary, kind of like the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings, the Harry Belafonte's, the Maya Angelou's, the poets of this, it's just so many that came and still are here in the presence to this day. But I thank my grandma, man, for nurturing me, because Christian rap is prevalent in my DNA and in my speech, and in my songs. You know what I'm saying? Me learning from Tupac Shakur, like what a Christian could be, like him putting Christian into his raps and having that West Coast sound to it, man. I was like, man, this is untouchable. Like, this is something to fear. And this the new movement right here. This is the new world. This is what they gonna be scared of. A man that got his speech right and is confident and stand on principles and ain't scared to back down. You know what I'm saying? So my music is that, it's strong, it's macho, it's the man. You know what I'm saying? Putting the man back into perspective. And, you know, ain't nobody perfect. So I talk about my good, my bad, and my ugly. You know what I'm saying? We all flawed. We all got scratches and bruises that didn't heal and wounds that didn't, you know, made us think twice about doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? So why not spread my DNA and keep my voice alive and nurturing, so the future of my DNA will be able to understand who I am and who their relatives was and what was going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? This our untold story right here. Who gonna tell it better than us? So to be able to audio hear it and to be able to visually hear it right now, this is what the Bible was talking about. This is that new era of, you know, AI, of figuring out how to maneuver in this new society, in this new way that we just beat COVID-19. Like your body is not to be played with, you feel me? So I'm not taking this for granted, man. That's why I sat here and I was like, man, I gotta document, man. I gotta start talking, man. If anything, I gotta start talking, man, and start telling these people what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So me being able to do that, I'm blessed to also bring you guys LB Culture. LB Culture, the platform, the uniform, the umbrella, right? So let's just say I'm Mickey Mouse and LB Culture is Disneyland. That's the land, right? That we can build for the mouse to live in. So I'm building my own world, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm developing my own world. My daddy told me I'd be an architect. I didn't believe it, but I like to draw. Look, I got the RV. I'm ready to go. Put the King of Vegas on there. We're gonna do the pop-up tour. Popping up to a city near you. Hit me up ASAP at YAPOET or hit me on my phone number 702-504-7405. Connect with me on my Instagram or my email. Pray for, that's number 4, Vegas movie at gmail.com. That's pray for Vegas movie at gmail.com. Let's collab, man. I'm ready to show off Vegas. I got a documentary in the works to uncover the pioneers and the shoulders that I stand on when it comes to this history of hip hop in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And the true roots of it, and how the same thing that goes on the next coast was going on this coast as well. The same atmosphere was created to develop Vegas hip hop. But one thing about Vegas artistry that you can't take away from, and why they call us the entertainment capital of the world, is we do this 24 hours. There is no sleep, there is no rest. We literally do this 24 hours. So while everybody else is asleep, Vegas is still up getting it in, because we are workaholics like that. That's why they call us the entertainment world. Now, you take away from the entertainment world, you know what I'm saying? And that's where we at. We gotta get better at doing something with the entertainment, because if it's taken away, then what do we have? What industries do we control? And that's what the real cats is talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's hollering about. But that's not my business. My business is to develop the best content, the best music, and give you guys the best of me, the better of best of me, you know what I'm saying? And to keep on thanking God for another day, because without him, you know, who are we? You know what I'm saying? We are a reflection of him. So, you know, in his likeness, you know, let his light lead us into the pastures and the green oases that we supposed to be lying in. You know what I'm saying? And let's stay focused, man. You know, it's 2026 and here we are, you know, in this new bubble. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do? Let's play ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. King of Vegas now out. We gonna drop all these art projects. If you want something authentic, if you want something fresh, man, hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's work. Let's collab. Let's do something. You know, I am a real artiste. I am a poet. I am an MC. I am a philanthropist, because I have contributed so much of my time to my neighborhood. And I will continue to pour into West Las Vegas, 89106, and develop my community and continue to sponsor me as I build this new world for all of us to maintain and keep the structure to be at will. God bless you. I am